We are
All
live.
right, now it's live.
Hello, Kolkata. So this is Shaurodeep, and from Tomb of Lucifer, and there is Rishabh from Dreadhammer. Today is a special podcast session for from the group of Kolkata metalheads, and it's regarding the upcoming event. It's none other than the demolishing time of the Kolkata season. It's called The Abomination, Chapter
Abomination.
7.
Yes.
So we are all pumped
And
up and it is really charging now.
first of all, I'm glad to
So
be
over to
hosting
Rishabh.
this. Yeah, first of all, I'm glad to be hosting this actually. I like to talk about
Me too.
bands and get to know them, especially local bands. Like there's always a good story behind it. There's always something you can relate to and get inspired from. So it's going to be a pleasure. If I'm going to do more of this, that's going to be amazing too if I find the time. But today is a special one because this band, I like it. I really like it. I think they're pretty good and they'll do good in the future. So,
Indeed,
we,
indeed.
yeah,
So
I
we
hope
are
people are
proudly
watching.
presenting together. It's none other
Yeah,
than Thirst of Faust. And we have Robbie and Kazi,
exactly. Yeah,
two
Hello,
members of
everyone.
the band.
the
So
Mephisto
kudos,
boys.
guys.
Yeah,
So over to your band. So we want to first of all approach towards you. How are you feeling with this reunion after this long, prolonged gap? After struggling in your houses, slogging in your corporate lives, it's the time to break free. And so, how do you feel that it is, if it is coming to you? How do you feel that this event is important to you?
Well, if I can speak. So, like, I feel really amazing personally. It's like one of those moments where every one of the like-minded people from the entire city is coming together after such a long break from creative processes, and artists getting delayed in their album works and stuff, and shows were all stopped for a long while. So now it's like a breath of fresh air, and revisiting the stages and the gigs. It's a different kind of adrenaline rush that really
Indeed, indeed.
brings.
yeah, we're all feeling it. So, yeah, we can totally relate to that. Coming to another question to you guys. Thirst of Faust. That's a pretty interesting band name actually. And what's the story here? Like, what's happening? Thirst of Faust. Why? Why Thirst of Faust?
So basically, there was a German writer and philosopher called Goethe, and he wrote a book about a character named Faust. And Faust was a German philosopher, doctor, mathematician, and a scientist altogether. And he just kept on thirsting for more knowledge and knowledge. He was never satiated from anything that he learns. He just wants to learn more.
Wow.
So he came into contact with a demon, if you can say it, by the name of Mephistopheles or Mephisto.
Interesting.
So Mephistopheles, he makes a pact with
So you
Mephistopheles
you
about.
you got your lore mapped out. That much is clear. Yeah.
That was always the plan, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always kind of liked these kind of stories and mythologies, so this always attracted me. So basically, Mephistopheles gave him his wish, granted it, but at a cost of that his thirst will never be satiated again. He will learn more and more. He will learn everything in the world, but it will somehow slip out of his throat, like a symbolism of a cut throat. All the knowledge, it's coming in inside his mouth, and then it's just seeping out from his throat. He's never satiated. So that's the thirst of Faust.
So
Pretty
over to
insightful. Pretty
Kazi, I
insightful.
have a question related to this one. As your frontman has demonstrated the thoughts, how
Yes.
can you relate the thirst of Faust, the knowledge if we can relate the first with the symbol of knowledge, so how can you relate that thirst of knowledge that is embedded in this society which you can acquire and relate to the point of change?
So basically, the thing is, if I take the musical background for example,
Hmm.
so so if I would like to answer in this context, so what happens is in this kind of commercial society and modernized society, what we see is there people strive for what is available, and there is not much scope of diving in into the what to say the lesser known aspect of any kind of field. So let it be musical, let it be any other field. So in terms of that contextual, so there are musicians also who are better and who are what to say like hardworking in terms of in our local scene. So like there was if I can recall back, IA used a poster like the bands you might be listening to the local bands you might be listening to now can be better than the well established bands, if I am right, if I can recall correctly. So in that way our band has
It was kind of like
always
that. Your unsigned band might be better
yeah,
than the
yeah,
band that you're
exactly,
listening.
exactly.
Thanks for the
So,
context.
And most of the
so
time, it holds true actually.
That
yeah,
is correct.
and our band has always strived for the other aspects. It was never much about the the gore or the things the cliched factors you associate with death metal or
Yeah,
this kind of extreme genres. Especially, it was more about learning the what to say the technical aspect of it, and then studying, and then you know just gaining the knowledge basically.
I
uh,
yeah,
That's
yeah,
understand.
definitely.
yeah. I want to say something like, the concept behind writing songs for Thirst of First, it's not necessarily like, death and dismemberment, the typical death metal stuff. I personally believe that I can tell more stories about the things that we learn as a band, and the different knowledge that we learn,
Definitely,
be it
definitely.
science or society or whatever, history. I just want to tell a
Yeah,
story to the
there's a lot
people
to talk
who
about.
listen.
Yeah,
Exactly,
there's a lot to
exactly.
talk about.
Even with our artwork also, if you guys have seen, so like it's not like cliched artwork, like we are not
Yeah,
cannibal corpse, okay, that's uh and if we want to show that kind of stuff also there,
yeah.
we try to do it in
And
you know
actually, Kazi, your music is very different from like a cliche death metal outfit or anything like that. It's very different.
yes.
And
So
I feel that you guys don't go for speed over grooves. You guys go for grooves and like good passages. You don't go for like speed, like fast death metal stuff all the time.
Yes, yeah. Yes, yes, exactly. We go
More
for whatever,
more of the
whatever fits
melodies
the.
are into the sides. Means
Yeah,
more use of diminution, chromatic notes, and cycling
yeah,
through
like
the
some dissonance
erotic
happening there.
melodies. Yeah,
Yeah, some
erotic
Yeah,
dissonance
melodies.
yeah,
happening there.
yeah. Erotic
So
melodies.
we will dissect your sound some other day. We are sitting.
For
feel free
sure,
Uh,
to
for
like
sure.
we would
this
I'm
is how
love
I
down
to.
for
learned
that.
from bands. I'm not kidding. This is how I learned from bands. Okay, like you guys are doing a great job, and the better music you make, the more we learn, the more we all learn. Actually, that's the truth of the scene, and the more we help each other, the more we grow. So
Exactly.
moving on to another question, actually, what can we expect from you guys in the future, like after this gig, or in this year later on, or like somewhere down the line?
All right. Uh, are you gonna take it or me? I'll take it. All right. So we
Anybody there,
have.
you can make a toss as well.
All right.
Virtual toss. Is there an app for that? There must be.
I think there is. Oh, no, we can play hand cricket like we used to back in school
Yeah,
days.
yeah, jokes apart, jokes
Oh
apart.
shit.
All right. So we have one more single coming out very recently. It's probably gonna be done by this month and released by the
Woo.
first week of March, around that time.
Amazing,
That's
amazing news.
one single, and then we're working on a full-length album, which
Okay.
will take some time, but definitely gonna release by the end of this year or before that. Definitely.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Robbie has leaked some stuff already. So
All right. Don't tell
our
anyone. Don't tell anyone.
কি এটার ব্যাপারে কি কথা হওয়ার একদম কথা ছিল না?
না সেটা না, বাট ওই হয় না একটা মানে যাই হোক
ঠিক
তো
আছে।
Are you
বোমা
surprised?
খেলার
Okay, I can understand. We can get the wave.
this was a
We can
surprise
get
to
the
me too.
vibe from it. At
Like,
least
yeah,
the band is there in the working mode. Means
Yes.
what
yeah,
we say
exactly. Yeah.
around these days that Kolkata scene, we don't find those bands where the bands are not working. Actually, bands are working damn fucking hard. Means they
Yeah,
are
yeah,
Yeah.
actually thinking something very serious.
yeah.
Before they used to think that, okay, come on, this is something which we do for our passion. Now this passion is transforming into a gradual profession, and we are thinking in that mode. That's good to hear. So nothing to get worried. We are going to engage that mode in a different method. So I have a question down the line with you two. Uh, since the time of Mephisto, the single that you have released, and
Hmm.
the upcoming sounds that you are going to create, what are the point of evolution that you have experienced through your arrangements and through your thought process?
Okay, so I'm gonna take that. So, uh, uh, so during the time when we started out, that was a pretty weird time because we started out somewhere around 2020, and and I'm just going down my memory lane. So, if I'm not wrong, that was the time when COVID pandemic really took on. So we just stepped into the scene. We were gradually seeing what was actually happening down there, and then all the live gigs were closed, and then COVID happened. So that was a really tough situation for us because we didn't what to say, we didn't have a base like that.
Sorry to
And
interrupt you, Kazi. I guess
yeah,
Devayoti from 13 Motion would like to join.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the
Hello,
stream.
hello,
Hi.
hello. Hi,
Hello,
Hey,
DJ.
hello.
hi, hi guys,
Hi,
hi guys.
DJ.
How are you all?
We're
I'm
all
doing
We
good.
are
good,
fine.
man. We're fine.
Great to be here. You guys can
Thank you.
continue. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so Kazi, you can continue.
Yeah, uh, so back in 2020, we started out as pretty straightforward, groove and death metal band. Like we joined by playing in, Lamb of God, and then covering Cannibal Corpse, that kind of stuff. So at that time when COVID pandemic hit, that that was really shocking for us because like what is a norm, like you go to jam pads and then you go to the recording stations, then the song goes into a production. So that was kind of hampered. So what we used to do is Robbie, me, and other band members used to hang out in Discord, late night discussions. We used to basically internet was a source then. So we
The
used to
ultimate
have
savior.
this, yeah, and that kind of mindset actually we had to create. Like we have to work, let it be any kind of circumstance. So uh, we started all kind of preparation from home, and then we used to work online through Discord, and that's how I should say, like, things started working on our first single, that got delayed due to pandemic. It came out in 2021. The sound, if you go back to that song, Extermination, if you go back to the sound, it's not what Mephisto sounds like today. So it took again then our first single, so bit of, we were new at that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, you
And
can go
then,
back and listen to Dreadhammer's first single and see for yourself.
You come up to
so
verse 13 from my side.
And we spend
so
good money on that shit. So you guys are doing
actually,
good
Oh,
job.
so
and
that's pretty much
Amen,
constant
amen to
between
that.
all the bands. Amen to
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a constant between all the bands. The first single is really expensive but sounds
and
shit.
sound
yeah,
shit
yeah,
because you
yeah,
don't know what you're
and
doing. You trust the recording guy. You think he knows what
Yes.
he's doing, but he doesn't fucking know what he's doing. So
Exactly.
and
I understand.
basically, so our first single was good, but then we were not so satisfied with the sound. So, and then
Yeah.
there were, internal matters also, which, created a kind of toxic situation. So, after the first single,
गलती
yeah,
हर
we
किसी
were,
से हो जाता है, common
yeah,
issues.
yeah. So, तो बांग्ला ही बोल.
So at this moment, I want to join out with our new member in the group today. That is DJ Duff from 13 Notion. I just want to question Bro something, that why 13 Notion?
yeah, why
What
not
is
14th
Okay,
notion?
what?
Why not
okay.
14th?
not 15.
No, first of all, what is
I
13 Notion? Then
I,
why
I
13
mean,
Notion?
I mean,
I
see,
And
have this question as well.
the band name, okay, the band name was decided back in 2010 approximately.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
this name was given by our first vocalist, like Oprotim. So back in those days, na, I mean, we had a lot of other stuff to do apart from school or tuitions. Okay, like we used to play football, cricket, but uh, I don't know, man. At that time, we never really thought much about like naam kya dena hai or something. We're like chalo naam hai le lete hai. But I mean, with time we started realizing ki acha, I mean, there was a subconscious connection because I mean it was after all a notion. ठीक है, it was after all a notion ki let's do something, let's create music together. So now it all makes sense. I mean, back then, I mean, just take naam dena hai, probably it was a band competition that we had to register. अच्छा क्या नाम दे, चलो
But it's a
लिख
good
देते हैं
name.
कुछ. ठीक है.
No, it's a good name. It's a really good name.
probably probably
It
13
is.
নম্বর বাসে করে হয়তো কোথাও একটা গিয়ে কম্পিটিশন হতেই পারে.
তেরোর একটা ব্যাপার আছে, ওটার একটা নোশন, ইটস লাইক ইট মেক সেন্স এট দি এন্ড অফ দ্য ডে এন্ড ইট ওয়ার্কস।
Yeah.
সো 13 নোশনের ব্যাপারে, কামিং টু 13 নোশন, লাইক what can we expect from you guys in the future or in this year later on?
Absolutely more songs.
More songs. And congratulations on the amazing music video you guys just released, and it's pretty great.
Indeed,
Thank you so
indeed,
much.
indeed.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's pretty great, and like looking forward to more of that. I guess everybody is. So এই গিগটার ব্যাপারে কিছু বলতে চাইবে? Are you looking forward to it? What's your like
Yeah,
thoughts
absolutely,
coming into this?
absolutely. Like
Yeah.
the whole team is like very, very excited because you know how life is. ठीक है? It's like after so many days, we all are. I mean, we all are going to meet each other, ठीक है, and play with, like have fun. ठीक है? Everyone will be there. Known faces, people who we used to come on. I mean, we grew up with. ठीक है? So many people are there. যাদের সাথে just suddenly কি হ্যাঁ ভাই কেমন আছিস? Probably we don't even meet. Just right there
Exactly, yeah.
when we. I still
মানে
remember
ওইটুকুর
the.
মধ্যেই একটা ইকোসিস্টেম মানে তৈরি হয়ে গেছে।
Yeah.
মানে ওখানে সবাই সবাইকে প্রায় চেনে।
Yeah. Everybody
আচ্ছা,
knows what.
এইমাত্র ঋষভ আর রিজেদা বললো বলে আই এম কামিং ইন this ecosystem. I have a question regarding this ecosystem to all the participating artists today, Thursday Faust and from 13 Notion, that this ecosystem, how it is expanding according to you, how much you have reached, and how metal had not affected people more.
I believe the number of metalheads in the last decade have surely grown, definitely, because I see a lot
And
of
why
new
they are growing?
faces.
Why they are growing?
I think it's because more availability towards music, and young people coming up, and friends suggesting them, hey, check out this song, and they're like drawn towards it somehow, and like this. And maybe some are
So
like
actually, they
just
can connect with the
friends.
real situation. The words that we, that's what the words, the lyrics, the sound that we are trying to express, and you guys are trying to express, are actually linking with the norms and the ideas of the new generation. Correct?
Yeah, and like also kids growing up, they're like, oh, Kolkata has this kind of songs and sound too. Fine, I'll go and listen. So
Well, I
it's like
believe actually there are two sides to it. One part of the young population is very intrigued by it, and the other one is disgusted by it. So there's a mismatch somewhere along the line. So I won't say everybody is into this music, every young
of
guy
course,
you meet
of
or
course.
every young girl you meet. But those who are, they are very much into it. এটাই হচ্ছে ডিফারেন্সটা।
I
Those who are in
understand.
metal, those who are passionate about metal, they only think that way. They only think metal and metal. Nothing else. Nothing else matters to them, and nothing else like really strikes a chord to them. And তখনই we can really like we connect with them. We connect
See,
with the audience, and yeah, we make a difference.
I
So
I always found metal to be the coolest. It's pretty cool. Okay, and
Yeah,
with
there's
Yeah,
a
time,
vast.
why? That is the question. Why?
Yeah.
Pretty
even when I
cool.
look back,
It can be any
I
Then
sound.
can
Why
see.
metal then?
then we have to go into music theory. We have to go into Black Sabbath riffs and dissect them.
You
Yeah,
don't need to get into
uh,
that. You don't need to actually make an autopsy out of it. But why metal? Why we choose metal more than any of the
good
sound?
question. Good question, actually.
What exactly generates?
all right,
A question to DJ.
DJ. DJ.
It's dark matter. I mean, you can never kind of understand, and probably you can feel that there's something
Yeah,
huge, but it's like cannot be expressed by normal words.
I would
See,
like to answer that.
it's probably the darkness
Kazi's
that
Jonne has
draws
a
us.
question actually. I have a
No.
question for Kazi.
Oh, acha, acha.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So what do you think about? You guys said that you have shifted to this writing process that you can work from home and work well. That's an
Yeah.
amazing thing. That's an amazing thing. Everyone
That's
should
the
do
way
it.
to go.
Yeah. But what do you think about this norm of songwriting of earlier bands used to just come together and write songs and come up with absolute masterpieces out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
Sure. Sure.
এখন there is a part of us where we go over everything 100 times. We think it over. We make sure it all sounds perfect. We make sure it all sounds good. So, do you try to find a balance between that, between like finding for perfection and like going with your gut on some things, and even if it's not like really perfect or really on spot, but you still go with it because at the end of the day, you're human and you make mistakes. It's not like nobody's perfect. So, what's your thought process on that?
ওকে, সো আমি এটা দুটো ভাগে অ্যান্সার করবো। সো ফার্স্টে হচ্ছে যে আম, যেটা হতো আগেকার দিনে, যে এখন যেটা পসিবল, যে অনলাইনে সং রাইটিং করা, ডিসকাশন করা, এন্ড যেভাবে আগেকার দিনে এত কিছু ছিল না। আগেকার দিনে লোকেদের কাছে এত মিডিয়া অ্যাক্সেস ছিল না। তো আমি যদি একটা টিকেট ব্যাকেও যাই, তো লোকেরা এই যে এখনকার দিনে যে লোকেরা সিনে, বাচ্চারা সিনে আসছে, তো পিপল ডিডন্ট হ্যাভ অ্যাক্সেস টু দ্যাট। আজকে আমরা যে কোনো মেটাল শুনতে চাইলে যে কেউ স্পটিফাইতে এ করে বা যে কোনো মিডিয়াতেই হোক ঢুকে শুনতে পারে। লোকেদের কাছে অ্যাক্সেস ছিল না। ইভেন আই এম প্রিটি শিওর তোমরা ছোটবেলায় হয়তো অ্যালবামস কিনে লাইভে গিয়ে তবে মানে অ্যালবাম কভার কিছু একটা ভালো লেগেছে এইভাবে ডিসকভার করেছো। বাট এখনকার দিনে
Everybody
মানে
does.
একদমই
হ্যাঁ,
তাই। তখনকার দিনে টাইমস ওয়ার টাফ, অ্যান্ড তখনকার দিনে ইভেন সং রাইটিং লাইক তখনকার দিনে আমরা দেখেছি লাইভে যে ব্যান্ডরা সে গ্যারাজ ব্যান্ড, মেটালিকার গ্যারাজ ব্যান্ড, সব ওরকম এরা। এখন তো আই থিঙ্ক ইন দ্যাট পার্সপেক্টিভ ইজ দ্যাট টাইমস হ্যাভ চেঞ্জ। সো কি বলবো, মানে ইটস অল অ্যাবাউট আই থিঙ্ক সার্ভাইভাল অফ দ্য ফিটেস্ট। টাইমস হ্যাভ চেঞ্জ, সো সার্ভাইভ করতে
but
গেলে ইউ হ্যাভ টু গেট ইউজ টু দ্যাট নর্ম, মানে
yeah,
এখন যেটা চলছে। বাট তাই বলে এটা না যে আই কান্ট ইউজ দ্য আদার প্রসেস, মানে বা ওল্ডার প্রসেস। ট্র্যাডিশনাল ওয়েজ আর
exactly.
ডেফিনেটলি আ বেস্ট,
There are
বাট
bands who record that way, who jam that
এক্স্যাক্টলি
way. Yeah,
এক্স্যাক্টলি অ্যান্ড তোমার যে গ্রিড লাইনে ফেলে ফেলে সবকিছু একদম পিচ পারফেক্টলি রেকর্ড করতে হবে কোনো মানে নেই। ইভেন
একদম,
ওইভাবে এত মেকানিক্যাল হয়েছে তোমার জিনিসপত্র, তাহলে হিউম্যান
exactly.
ফিলিংটা আসছেই কোথার থেকে?
Hmm.
And at
So
the
you
end of
have
the
to
day,
strike a balance, right?
exactly,
Between
exactly.
Acha, DJ, do you agree with this point or do you differ?
See, as I said, I mean, this is actually the way to go. কারণ মানে unknowingly we are all cyborgs. ঠিক আছে? Like it's technology
The phone.
which is why we are right. So we are becoming machines. And nowadays তুমি দেখবে যে progressive, I mean there's also a new genre, ঠিক আছে, which is called procedural music. Okay, people don't play anything. It's just AI generated music. ঠিক আছে? And it's brilliant. I mean I love them. Like insane. মানে just মাথা খারাপ হয়ে যাবে যে how is it even possible? এরকম ideas. Okay. So I mean দেখো with time যত হয় বয়স বাড়তে বাড়তে I mean আমাদের অতটাও সময় হয় না, and from previous traditional টাইপের জ্যাম করে গান বাজাচ্ছি, ঠিক আছে? I mean see, there's nothing right or wrong with it, but then probably it depends on your lifestyle or your choices. কোনোটাই ভুল ঠিক নয়। আগে যেরকম একটা ব্যান্ডে কিবোর্ডিস্ট লাগলে I mean keyboard sound লাগলে you required a keyboardist or probably you needed something else. এখন তো দেখি metal band ও সিতারের samples use করছে তো you
Hmm.
see a guy like playing sitar
But
এরকম live
এটা
you won't,
আরেকটা
right? So
সাইডও আছে, এটা আমি বলতে চাই, লাইক এখনো ব্যান্ডস লাইক
samples.
পলিসিয়া and all, they still record live drum takes and put the samples over them, but they still get the live takes. ঠিক আছে?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
because
Oh yeah.
because to
Oh yeah.
help them get the dynamics, help them
The
get
depth.
the depth. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
So ওই পার্টটা কি কোনোদিন রিপ্লেস হবে, the whole that segment of the thing, the live takes, the analog gears, the like the miking, the cabs, ওই পার্টটা কি কোনোদিন রিপ্লেস হবে? আমরা তো ওটাকেই রিপ্লিকেট করার চেষ্টা করছি, সো
I
We
ওটা
like
তো
to
think
stretch
আমার তো
out for
মনে হয়
music.
হয়ে যাবে, আমার
I
তো
think
মনে
as
হয় হয়ে যেতে
technology
পারে।
improves, it will replace the live takes, but I don't think humans will prefer those over the live takes, you know,
True.
because there's always going to
Yeah,
be a little human touch, a little human error here and there that adds to the personality of the song or
there is
anything, you
always
know.
gonna be a snob buying a $5,000 Les Paul, so yeah, there's always gonna be that person.
There's always going to be.
হ্যাঁ, বাট এখানে আমি একটা জিনিস ক্লিয়ার আউটও করতে চাই যে অবভিয়াসলি একটা লাইভ ড্রামস রেকর্ড করতে ওর যে সাউন্ড সেটাকে কখনোই বিট করা যায় না একটা মেকানিক্যাল একটা ড্রাম মেশিন দিয়ে, আমরা যে জিজিডি ইউজ করে থাকি আমরা। বাট তাই বলে আমি এটাও বিলিভ করি যে দ্যাট শুড নট স্টপ ইউ ফ্রম মেকিং মিউজিক।
Oh, absolutely not. That's a tool. That's
আমি
a tool
এটা
for you to make
অ্যান্ড আই এম
better
স্পিকিং দিস
music.
আউট
And
বিকজ এখানে একটা খুব বড় ট্যাবু দেখেছি আমি যে ভাই তুই মানে রেকর্ড করছিস না কেন, ভাই ভাই আমার কাছে গিয়ার্স নেই, এ নেই, জাস্ট ফাকিং ডু ইট না।
that's a
True.
bad excuse.
যখন হবে
You all,
তখন
yeah,
আমরা আমরা নিজেরাও ড্রাম টেক্স ইউজ করেছি, হ্যাঁ সব করে থাকি না, অ্যান্ড দেয়ার ইজ নাথিং টু হাইড অ্যাবাউট ইট। তোমরা ভিএসটিস ইউজ করো অ্যান্ড ডু হোয়াট এভার ইট টেক্স জাস্ট টু মেক ইউর মিউজিক গ্রেট।
I mean, you don't need high class equipment to make music.
at the end of the
Exactly,
day,
I mean,
we're
nothing.
all making the best of our resources and the best of what we have around us.
Exactly.
So
And there is nothing to be ashamed about it. There is nothing to
No,
hide
no, no.
about it. কেউ দেখতে
Nothing
হবে
to.
না আমি কি VST
but some major
There is an old
labels will
proverb:
say
cut the coat according to your
some-
pockets. So it's
some
completely
major-
fine.
yeah, but some major like metal labels, they will say like they'll need a live drums wala sound. They can say that, and they will need live drums
like
on
when
that.
you can afford it, definitely go for it. But that should not stop
Some
you from
metal
making
labels,
music.
not all, not all metal labels care about that. Some metal labels that stick very true to the metal sound and they want that thing authenticness. They will say like, why is it like on a VST? Why is it not live drums? So like,
They are not living in a
what do
third
you
world
say to
country.
that? You try explaining that.
I have another question, though. Sorry to interrupt. I have another question to DJ. That
Please
what
go
are
ahead.
your future perspectives regarding your band, and what are the upcoming sessions that you are thinking about recently?
See, we all are working remotely, preparing for another EP, which we are again scheduling it for probably early next year, or so. So it will be like about 5 to 6 songs. Okay, so we are still in the writing process. Already done with 2 as of like that, also not finalized. Right. So not only writing songs, plus we are working on on getting new gears, because once again we'll kind of have to like automate our sampling rig a bit more. Okay, right
Indeed,
now we are
indeed.
completely depending on a laptop, which we are trying to, I mean, just probably throw it, get a sampler instead. So the future perspective for this band is, see, to be honest, I don't know. Okay, I honestly don't know.
So just going with the flow.
Yeah. So I am living to do music. I mean, we all are living to do music. We all had other plans, and we can take this crossroad ki chalo bhai chakri bakri kori, because see, we all are working except our vocalist Ayushman. Shoptoshi works. I am working. Our bassist Deep is working. Tatai Anubhav Banerjee, who's our drummer, he's also, I mean, has a full-time job. Okay, so we are living in Calcutta to do music, and we'll continue to do music. Okay, no matter what. So honestly, I mean, at a certain level now, it does not really matter. I mean, we love playing music together, and I love my instrument, and I'm sure like all of us in our band loves to do this, and probably we'll keep on releasing songs, composing songs, no matter what. We'll keep on doing
Exactly.
this. So to be
Exactly.
honest, I don't know.
Well
I mean,
said. Well said.
we do not have a marketing media guy who will actually promote it. We don't have anyone, probably, like, just
At the
for
end of the
Nothing
example,
day,
to
you
do.
don't need that
through
actually.
the
Like,
through the tomorrow music ভিডিওটা আমাদের যখন রেকর্ড করা হয়েছিল, it was Shoptoshi who actually took all the shots. ঠিক আছে, we had to clear his room and get all the shots. Then I edited it, and most of the work was done by Shoptoshi again. He kind of did all the stuff what he does, and we just like upload. Yeah, that's it. And because we wanted, I mean, ourselves to be in a music video, to be honest. So it is not strategic. Honestly, it is not. Okay. And
Honestly.
I mean, at some level, all bands are required to do. Acha, we'll have to do this. Come on, acha. The next thing is this. We'll have to crack this deal. Like both the Delhi and Bangalore band. Acha, okay. I need to get a manager, and that manager will manage our band, get us shows. Okay. Now we'll have to do some internal things. So to be honest, we are off this. I mean, we were never a part of this. And
So if
the,
if somebody offers you this thing, so will you be accepting or not?
if someone
Only doing your
proactively
own
offers us,
compositions and only doing your own original shows, a tour like this, like as you said, they're in Bangalore, in Delhi, as you have just
yeah, definitely,
prompted, I just reiterated
definitely,
it to you.
absolutely. So if we
So
get an offer, then
actually,
why not?
in this situation, we are coming to a point that all the bands are working hard. They are just slogging their ass and doing a huge brainstorm, but still the thing is coming that as there is no point of actual exposure, so they are getting disheartened. But seriously, the movement is completely on, and this regularism, this what we say an industry, we cannot make it an industry until it is regular. And thanks to all the participants and thanks to all the members of Abomination, they have and they have just combined together. They have
yeah.
made a fusion out of it, and they are actually spreading the news. And we are going to make it a virality
Bravo,
that
bravo.
Kolkata is going to
Yes,
be an emblem of metal soon.
yes,
And we promise you
Yeah.
that to all
yes.
the audience
And
from our
nearly
side.
60 artists coming together for one show. 14 bands, 2 days. It's gonna be awesome. So
Please
one last
save your neck,
question.
man. It's going to be
Okay,
brutalized.
we're gonna wrap this up. So one last question to all the bands. I'll ask Thirster first, then I'll ask Dijeda from 13 Notion. The
Yeah, bro.
question is, if you had the power and you had to change one thing about the music scene around here or the music industry as a whole, what would you do? What comes to your mind? What do you think would help us, or what do you think would
I
benefit, like the scene or the Indian metal scene or the Kolkata metal scene or whatever you think about it?
See, I
Your
won't.
community. You can say it in a community.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I won't.
I'll
I
tell
won't
you,
comment about
Dijeda. Yeah, Dijeda.
Indian metal scene, because I mean, Indian metal scene as a whole. I mean, we have been been in many places and did a lot of gigs,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but Kolkata specifically, we need
But তাও
at a
Dijeda,
proper.
এই
হ্যাঁ, বলো।
ইন্ডিয়ান মেটালের যে এরকম একটা ক্লিশের একটা বাইরেও একটা ইমপ্রেশন হয়ে গেছে যে ইন্ডিয়ান মেটাল ইজ দিস ভাংড়া প্লেইং সাম গাই ডান্সিং এন্ড সাম গাই মিক্সিং
bloody wood.
It's a hey,
I won't name
please,
any bands, but
No, we
please,
won't
it's
name
too
any names.
controversial.
We won't name any names.
Somebody
Yeah,
say
I
one,
mean,
please.
so
I mean,
ওরকম একটা
Kolkata is
ইমপ্রেশন বাইরে
Kolkata.
হয়ে গেছে না যেরকম
I
বলিউডে
like them.
ইমপ্রেশন
I
হয়েছে
like them anyways, because their
yeah yeah
fusion
I
is
get it
like,
I get
it's
it
Means
like
rather, I know
yeah
them.
good.
I personally performed with them, but they were not Bloodywood that time. They were Cosmic
Okay.
Flute.
wow
We
Acha.
performed with them
Yeah,
at
right,
Chitkara
right.
University, Punjab. And if you hear them live, they are fucking damn good.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, they're
They
gonna
are.
chew
They
you
are
up
very good music.
like a demon.
they are pretty good but I'm talking about the stigma the impression যেরকম একটা বলিউডের ইমপ্রেশন হয়ে গেছে বাইরে say Bollywood is this colorful dresses and dance and shit and some guy singing and stuff. এরকমই
See,
ইন্ডিয়ান মেটাল এরকম এরকম
honestly,
ইমপ্রেশন হয়ে যাবে.
see, honestly, from my end, I mean, you won't get a very extreme answer, to be honest, because once again, like there's nothing right or wrong. Yeah, you can play a Bengali song. It's just about being good, like how good you are. Yeah, if you're doing Bollywood music, then also, I mean, you'll have to be good. Like whatever you do, you need to be good, right? So I mean, the few things that I want to change are probably, if I could have, I would have, that we need more places who opens up, like, and welcomes more metal gigs, because it's really hard to get a proper venue. Okay. uh I mean, I'm not saying there isn't any, but there are, and these guys are awesome,
Yeah.
who lets us play. Okay. And of course, understanding like what we all are going through. I mean, if I could have, I would have probably killed that Chinese guy who spread COVID, or that research institute. So I mean,
Yeah, Rishab,
the
you are, man.
COVID is fucked up, man. I mean, seriously, like.
No, it's not that. The things are getting normal now. People, yeah, we have to carry masks for a long period, either with
Yeah,
our generation
8
or
masks.
furthermore. But we are getting to normal size now. Man, everybody knows it's a thing. If you have a good immunity strength, then you're going to survive. So the same thing, the immunity need to be built up in the scene, the Kolkata metal scene or Kolkata music scene. What we say, we're sticking with metal as we are promoting Abomination, but this immunity need to come in at any cost, at any manner. The shoulder to shoulder, tide to tide, we need to head on, and our target need to be up. And at this moment, I'm Shourodeep and Rishab, and from Thirst of Faust and 13 Notion, we say adieu, goodbye, and saying that this Abomination needs to
Peace
be
off.
fucking good. And
Yeah, it
It
will.
will be. It will be.
we need
It
a
will be.
charge
Thank you
from the
guys
crowd
for
itself.
joining us. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having
Thank you
us.
so much for having us.
Actually, this gig is all about the crowd more than the artist. We perform, we
Exactly.
know, we play, we create, but it is inside. The demon need to be unleashed, and it cannot be done until the heads are fed. And we need the head. We need the
Yeah.
head. And the
That is
heads are the
true.
crowd. We welcome you
তাহলে
all each day, and we will be live again tomorrow with some new bands, with some new stuffs. And till then, stay tuned, stay abominated. Adios.
Adios, adios. Tada.
Adios.
And get your passes soon, everybody. Because
Yeah, man.
early
Please.
birds are-
Okay.
early birds
I
are
just
really
missed it
going
out in
up.
a.
Get them as fast as you can before 25th if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, or else the passes are going to increase. Let me say the pass number again. The amount of single day is 299 till now, and for 2 days it's 399. All the bands, those who are performing, there are 14 bands. Your favorite bands, somebody you might be knowing personally, somebody through your Facebook. If you want to get linked, get to the organization, get to us. We are there for your service. Until then, we are going to provide you the biggest marathon of metal yet happened in Kolkata. See you then.
Exactly.
Again, saying goodbye. Tada.
Yeah. See you soon, guys.